the rhythm of my life.
Hi everyone. I think I'm ready. Okay, you guys, I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready. A request from Kylie. Thank you, Kylie. Oh my gosh, I don't know your username. Sorry. She's such a sweet woman. She asked me about low carb and being on the low carb plan since July of this year. July, August, September, and October, I strictly experimented with low carb. Of course, I read the Dr. Atkins book. That was the main thing I had to do because I still was in the mindset of meat and cheese. You know, we hear all the horror stories of meat and cheese. Fat is high cholesterol, is not good for you, it's not healthy, it's just bad for you. And once I read the book, and then on my own, nobody told me anything to persuade me. On my own, little by little did I understand that I fell into that category where even though low fat, low calorie, calorie restriction, portion control, all of that works for you as long as you really truly understand what's all involved in it. I did the low fat. Nothing worked. I didn't understand. I wasn't eating any fat. Of course, I was buying processed foods. I was buying products that mentioned low fat. Everything on the product said low fat. Then I looked at calories. I didn't care about anything but the calories. I wasn't looking at anything except the calories on a product. I took it for granted. Okay? I took it for granted fruits were healthy. I grew up with the mindset. Fruits, vegetables, you know, the whole pyramid. Grains, whole grains, all that. I was taught as a young child. I grew up thinking, there's nothing wrong with fruits. How can fruits be bad for me? I mean, when we would go to the store, we would always have apples and plums and grapes, and I remember watching my father just eating plums and grapes and saying, oh, this is healthy food, and we would eat fish. We ate vegetables. We had a vegetable garden. I grew up on salads. I mean, one of my first jobs was tending the salad bar. So I knew all about what I thought was healthy foods. But what I didn't understand was a lot of the foods that I grew up eating contained a lot of sugars in them. And when I say sugars, I mean natural sugars. And one of the sugars I had never even I was thinking white sugar, you know, oh, no more candy bars, no more cakes. What I wasn't understanding was sugars in fruits. So when I went on the low carb diet, I knew I was going to have to give up rice, white rice. Okay, not a problem. Potatoes was kind of hard on me. Oh, the baked potato. Oh, the plain baked potato. Remember how that was a healthy lunch, you know, a baked potato. What's wrong with baked potato as long as you don't put butter on it and sour cream? And then carrots. Oh my gosh, let's snack on carrots all day. So I was doing everything that I I knew I was supposed to do that was healthy and I was eating my fruits. I was eating an apple a day. But what happened was, is as I got older, my career changed. I wasn't as active as I've always been, and I had a new job, a new career where I sat down, not very active, in front of a computer. I love this job. I am active. I'm up moving around. I work in a place where I have to do a lot of walking, and I live in an apartment where I live on a second floor, but to get down to the car I have to go down 1, 2, 3, 4 flights of stairs. So every day I'm walking the stairs and all that. And I'm buying apples. Apples. I love apples. But I'm snacking on crackers. So the crackers and the apples and the carrots and the diet foods. You know, the lunch was always like a lean cuisine, or it was a healthy meal. It was one of those quick lunches, right? So when I did enough research and reading and really wanted to put my whole heart into it, 100%, I'm going to try this low carb. Well, the only low carb I've ever heard of was Dr. Atkins, right? The Atkins. So I started researching and following and listening and understanding. And then as I really understood it, once I eliminated those foods, I saw a difference almost immediately in how I felt during the day. I didn't have those hunger cravings. I didn't have those binges where the crackers, you know, the low-fat crackers, the carrot sticks, the apple. I stopped all that. And what I was eating was foods that was high in nutrients, but low in sugars. And the number one thing that was eliminated that I still, my mindset from as a child, I couldn't understand. Fruit? You took away fruit? My apple a day? But as I learned more and more, I realized that I didn't need fruits in my diet to get the nutrients that I can get from eating vegetables. I get more nutrients from spinach and romaine lettuce and broccoli and cauliflower and green beans, bell peppers, onions, all the things that was on this list of low carb, low glycemic vegetables and fruits. I'm not saying I don't eat any fruits. I found one of my favorite fruits that I never really would snack on are strawberries. And lo and behold, they are low in carbs. And not just strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, anything that's in the berry that's got a low sugar impact. So I wasn't deprived of my fruits. Every now and then I think about that glass of orange juice that I used to have every morning, thinking for me that I needed that orange juice to get me going. Well, what it was is, yeah, I had the sugar rush. It spiked the insulin. It got me going in the morning, but then I would crash. So now that I've eliminated all the fruits, no hunger, no cravings, nothing. I am into my, let's see, July, August, September, October, November, my 5th month of strictly eating low carb foods. When I say low carb, I can go down as low as 20 grams per day, net carbs. I can still lose weight. I experimented. I can still lose weight on 60 grams of carbs. So I'm still experimenting where I can be. As long as I can stay in that state of ketosis,